in the QBO gym, and this is where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do an entire month's worth of these all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But let's get into today's exercise, which is being pulled from our August Year 1 cardio section. At the top here is an animated video to give you an understanding of what you, the bookkeeper, will be doing for your client Craig this month. Below that is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are all of the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here is an optional area where after you have completed all of the exercises in this section, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everyone what you have learned so far. So let's get into today's exercise where we are going to practice recording the bank deposit. Go ahead and click on that link to have the exercise pulled up for you. I have it over here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through our scenario. Craig tells you he deposited checks from Sushi by Katsuyuki and Cool Cars as well as the cash from Amy at the bank. You need to record the deposit. You will need to be in the same session of the sample company that you did the previous exercises in. If you have not completed those exercises, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of your screen. That'll take you to the first one, complete that one, and all of the ones after it until you get back to this one. They all build on each other, so it's really important to start with the first one. I have the sample company here on the left side of my screen. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. So let's go ahead and get started creating that bank deposit. We want to click on the plus new button and then select bank deposit. So the plus new button is on the top left corner of the screen. Click on that and then under other, click on bank deposits. Now we want to click on the checkbox next to each of the transactions in Craig's deposit. Remember, it was a total of 3, the cash from Amy's and then the ones from Cool Cars and Sushi by Katsuyuki. So you would click on the checkbox next to each one of those. So we have the 3 total here. Now, in a real life scenario, you would want to make sure that the date matches the date of the deposit, which is right here. It is just going to default to today as you're doing this, and that's perfectly fine. But in a real life scenario, definitely make sure that this date matches the date of the deposit. So this is good. This is all we have to do. So we're going to just click on the green Save and Close button, click on the down arrow, and then select Save and Close. And now that bank deposit has been saved. But Craig called to say he forgot to tell you he also deposited a check from Freeman Sporting Goods along with the others. You'll need to edit the deposit to include that check as well. You'll want to find the deposit in the checking account in order to edit it. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, well, why can't I just create another bank deposit that just shows the Freeman Sporting Goods? Well, unfortunately, when it comes time to reconciling, having those 2 separate transactions, it will look as if you have 2 different deposits. And so you want to make sure that if something like this happens, that you go back and you edit the previous one so that it is showing it has all of those checks and cash have been deposited at the same time. So from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over transactions and then select chart of accounts. The left navigation bar is this black bar right here. You want to hover over transactions and then from the drop down, you want to select chart of accounts. Now, when this comes up, we're going to look at the checking. So look, here is checking. It's the top one here. Go ahead and click on View Register. Now, you may get some pop-ups like this. It's just some informational things from QBO, just trying to give you more information about what this is all about. Go ahead and click on the X to close out of it. Now, the deposit should appear near the top of the bank register since we just recorded it. So, in the account field, we want to make sure that we click on the one that says split. So, here's that deposit right here. Click on split, and this just means that this particular deposit is made up of more than one transaction. That's why it says split. We want to click on edit. So, I need to scroll down in order to move over. All right, so the one that we just had is right here. You want to click on the edit button right there. And this time we want to click on the checkbox next to Freeman Sporting Goods to make sure it is included in this transaction. You'll notice how the selected payments total will recalculate. That's this as well as down here as well. So all we need to do now is just click on Save and Close. So click on the green Save and Close button. And now that one has been saved and it has been updated. So we are all done depositing the money. As I mentioned, see how the total deposit has been updated once we included that payment from Freeman Sporting Goods. And that's it. It is that simple how you would record a bank deposit. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We have finished the cardio section and we move on to the strength training section with our next exercise where we practice getting started with tags. And I will see you in the next video.